Hey everybody, welcome to Pop Culture Philosophers. I'm Rockin Robbie Billups, and it's time for the weekly pop culture wrap-up. That's right everybody, thanks for checking out the video. I am Rockin Robbie Billups. This is the weekly pop culture wrap-up. It's the show where I go over the week's pop culture news, mostly comic books and movies, but before we get into that, gotta give a big shout out to David Hatch. David, I know you're watching. I really do appreciate it, homie. You've been supporting us on Patreon for so long. Any day now, I feel like the shoe is going to drop, and David's going to be like, you know what? I really can't stand you, Robbie. I really can't stand the excitable PCP crew. I'm even uncomfortable in the PCP Army. But it doesn't happen. Dave Hatch continues to go above and beyond and support us over at patreon.com/PCP. So thank you so much, David. On behalf of everybody here from Pop Culture Philosophers, we thank you. We really do. We do what we do because of you. So thank you. I would say that's a cool little rhyme that I gave you, but, you know, it didn't really work because I just rhymed you with you. Anyway, let's get on with the wrap-up. We don't have much news this week, so let's get right into it. Marvel Incoming. So, this is basically a series of images. There's a book coming out December 26th of this year. It's going to be the final new comic book day of the year, the day after Christmas, Boxing Day for others. And there's going to be a book called Marvel Incoming. And think of it like a Marvel Point One. Do you remember those Marvel Point One one-shots? It's basically, from what I can gather, is going to be a string of like little short stories that are teasing upcoming stories in Marvel in the year 2020. So we got references to a mystery murder. We've got a reference to like a cosmic unification force, like maybe a unification of the Kree and Skrull Empire, some have speculated. An X-Men alliance, meaning like, you know, Xavier, Magneto, and Apocalypse. You know, we'll be talking a lot more about House of X and Powers of 10 and what comes afterwards tonight on the live stream. We're going to get into some spoiler territory. It's going to be super fun. The Masked Raider, some of the stuff that Al Ewing was leading into in the recent Marvel Comics 1000. All this kind of stuff and more have been teased. So I'm sure that this is going to be one of those like oversized one-shots that's filled with like little short stories that tease what's coming up in the next year for Marvel Comics. Now, if it seems like something maybe that doesn't necessarily appeal to you, I will point out that 2 issues of those Marvel Point Ones have gone up in value because one had the first appearance of Sam Alexander, Nova, and the other had the first appearance of Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel. So I'm not saying, you know, that anything crazy is going to happen in this and this book's going to shoot up over time, but you never know, right? But I'm very excited to see what some of these teasers are. Though I will say that the murder mystery one kind of reminds me a little bit about Original Sin. And I remember Original Sin when it first came out with Jason Aaron. We were all excited, like, oh, someone killed the Watcher. Who's it going to be? Ultimately, for me and a lot of others, that series was kind of a dud. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Let's throw this in as a teaser right now. Tom Taylor doing great work right now over at Marvel and DC. His DC book, Deceased, has been absolutely splendid and amazing. I have speculated that he will be the next writer on Batman. We shall see if that actually happens. But he has been teasing some stuff on Twitter with the hashtag Squad Goals DC. A lot of people, including me, think that, is this somehow related to the Suicide Squad? Is it too obvious with Squad Goals that this is related to the Suicide Squad? So far, we've gotten these 2 characters. It looks interesting. It looks cool. If it's Tom Taylor, I'm going to check it out. Don't know what it is, but it does seem to be leaning towards Suicide Squad, like a post-event Leviathan Suicide Squad or something like that. I don't know. We were talking about Batman, though. A black Batman. That's the rumor right now. Big, strong rumors are reverberating across the comic industry right now that Batman's going to be retiring Bruce Wayne as Batman for a brief while. It seems like it would fit with the end of Tom King's Batman run. Maybe Batman does decide to step aside and just try to have a life with Catwoman or something like that. I could see that happening, and then setting up the door for someone else needs to be Batman. And the idea is that it's going to be a black man as the next Batman, at least for just a little while. Now, it's no shock or surprise that they're going to retire Bruce Wayne for a while and have a new Batman. They've done that before with Jean-Paul Valley. They've done it with Dick Grayson. Christ, they did it with Commissioner Gordon, right? So why not a new character? Why not a person of color? Why not a black man? Now, rumors are also saying that it's not, in fact, Duke Thomas, the Signal. So a lot of people are speculating that it is Lucas Fox. That's right, Luke Fox, the son of Lucius Fox. A man born into privilege, a man super smart, very athletic. He was Batwing and still is Batwing as far as I know. We haven't seen him since James Tynion's Detective Comics run. As far as I'm aware of, recently on eBay, his first appearance, which is Batwing number 19, skyrocketed in price up to like $90 or something like that. So this is just a rumor, but it's a very strong rumor, and I would be down for it. I actually really like his version of Batwing. The initial Batwing was interesting and okay, but I really liked the take with Luke as Batman. He's a little bit like Iron Man, I get it, but it's fun and it's cool. I like that character, especially in James Tynion, the 4th Detective Comics run. So I'm all down for this, you know. Now, don't like burn the skies or boycott DC or anything like that if you're not like, this is something that happens all the time, right? Bruce Wayne will just go away for a little bit and then you can bring him back, right? This is just temporary. It's just interesting. To me, it's a very interesting take on Batman and what that could represent. And sometimes I think that the character of Batman can be even stronger when you realize that Batman is separate from Bruce Wayne. I know that Bruce Wayne is Batman, but get what I'm trying to say here. Bruce Wayne has made Batman something bigger. And that's something that Grant Morrison was trying to show in Batman Incorporated. Of course, the ultimate get to of his run. I don't even know how I'm supposed to say that. Anyway, that's where the idea of Batwing, who was originally like a prince from Africa. He was the Batman of Africa in Batman Incorporated. Now it's Luke Fox. But anyway, the rumors are saying that there's going to be a new Batman, and Bruce is going away for a while. It's going to be a black man. A lot of rumors saying it's going to be Luke Fox. So a lot of people are already speculating on that first appearance. And I don't know. I think it's interesting. I think it's super cool, and I'm always excited to see these kind of things be explored, how a mantle gets passed on to someone else and how they learn to deal with it, right? Over at movies and TV, all we really have is this right here. Disney and Sony, it's done. It's done for show. It's done for sure. Absolutely done. Sony, the president, some big wig at Sony came out and was like, you know, it's done. It's done for now. So it does suck, but we have to accept reality as it is and not how we would necessarily want it to be. I personally cannot change this. If I could, I would, but I still think that Tom Holland is set in I think they can make a couple Spider-Man movies that are in the MCU but not in the MCU, and I think it can work and I think it can flow. I think they could do a good job with it. So I don't think we're not going to necessarily get a great Spider-Man movie out of this, but I really hope that eventually the deal works its way back around, because I really, really feel like we're being robbed of Spider-Man Fantastic Four team up, and it's got to happen one day. Someone make it happen. So Sony and Disney, it's done for now, but I would say that later on down the road, maybe after Sony has done 2 to 3 movies, maybe even after one failure that they have, I think negotiations will be reawakened or something like that, if you will. However, it's done for now. Ultimately, I just want some Tom Holland interacting with the Fantastic Four and even Wolverine. That would be super, super fun. Anyway, that's what we got for you this week. Like I said, not a lot of news. Be a lot of news coming up soon, though. New York Comic Con's coming up. Some exciting announcements coming from that one, including Scott Snyder, some of his next work over at DC, probably Justice Society, if I had to guess. What's coming up here at Pop Culture Philosophers tonight, 7 p.m. U.S. Central Time, Rockin Robbie Live. That's right, the weekly live stream that I do. We're going to be chatting about comic books, movies, pop culture, news, nerd, geek culture, all that kind of stuff. And tonight we're going to have a big segment of the show that's going to be a spoiler-filled discussion between me and everybody else about House of X, Powers of 10, Hickman, where we're at now, and what we think is going to happen. I have some interesting theories, and I'm excited to hear what y'all have to think. Of course, the weekly comic book review is going to be late Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning. Thursday morning sees the return of Wave 2. the debut of Wave 2, I should say. The return of Comics Revisited, the debut of Wave 2, Comics Revisited Season 2 anyway. Comics Revisited is back. Me and Brooks going to be talking about What If number 3, the OG What If number 3, What If the Avengers Had Never Been. And it's the first video with Brooks's haircut. So if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If not, you're going to be surprised. Anyway, we got lots more exciting, fun surprises coming from Pop Culture Philosophers this week. So be sure to like, share, and subscribe. We're getting really close to 5,000 subscribers. I hope to do it by the end of the week. Help me out. Share the channel. Tell everybody that this is a great place to find out what comic books to check out, what to subscribe to, what, great movie commentary, whatever, lie. Be like, oh, they're like great at movie commentary and things like that, whatever. Anyway, we really do appreciate everything. We're about to hit 5,000 subscribers. We're going to have a big contest. It's going to be super, super fun. So please do share the channel. Let everybody know. And join us tonight for the live stream, Rockin Robbie Live, tonight, 7 o'clock U.S. Central Time. It's already on the channel. It's got a nice little countdown to it. You can go check it out. All that jazz and more. We really do appreciate everything, even if you're not the awesome David Hatch. We really do thank you just for watching these videos, liking, sharing, all that stuff. Please do join us over at popculturephilosophers.com for podcasts and a whole lot more. I've been Rockin Robbie Billups. Thanks for watching. Thanks for rocking with us. Keep on living.